kind of flat because I slept with it up in that. So my curls are not that much in my hair. They're not really defined that much right now. Fine, since it wants to be a pain in the butt and doesn't want to go up, it'll just stay down then. Yeah, here in a bit I'll grab my yoga mat and then we'll get started. And then, like I said, after stream I have quite a bit of chores to do, and then I have to go out and about, get some stuff done, and then come home, get yelled at by her because, you know, she really, really, really hates when I leave the house. And I would take her with me, but they don't really let dogs go where I'm going, and she hates car rides. She absolutely hates car rides. I'm not sure why. Like, I feel like she would be happier because she's with us, but no, she absolutely hates going anywhere. She'd rather just stay home and be where her safe place is. Moving with her is probably not going to be fun because, I mean, she's learned the layout of this place. I mean, this is the only house she's known except for her foster family's home. So, moving with her is going to be interesting. I don't know how that's going to go. Because she can't see very well, so she, like I said, she knows the layout of this place, so she knows where everything is, where every turn is, so she doesn't run into things. But when we move, we're going to have to leave the lights on for her for a little while so she can learn her way around. Yeah, my other dog that I have, she does that too. Like, she absolutely just goes crazy for car rides. And if she knows where she's about to wind up at, like if we're going to my brother's house or my mother-in-law's house, she starts crying because she gets so excited, but the other one cries because she doesn't want to be there. It's kind of funny. Like if we go out of town and we're gone for like a few days, this one will be so upset until she hears her sister start crying because we're closer to home. And that's when this one starts getting happy. And then as soon as I let her out of that car to run into her house, she's just so happy. She is crying. She's out of breath. She's just, yeah, it's kind of funny. My baby. Oh, but alright. Let me go ahead and get the yoga mat, and then I will move y'all so y'all can have a better angle. Hopefully none of my cats get in the way because they are all here. One's asleep right there and two of them are asleep over there. Yeah, see, like there's that one right there. He's fast asleep. And then there's those two right there by the light. Whoa. Too far down, too far down. And plus, I didn't really do a lot of yoga last week, so I feel like trying out a new video today may not go so well, so yeah. was watching some ER before starting stream. I love that show. I think I'm like on 7 now. I just got to season 7, something like that. I don't know. But alright, let's get started with our yoga. I'm kind of excited because this is the first time doing yoga with my smart ring. So let's see if it picks up me doing anything. I mean, I know it'll pick up my movement, but let's see if it counts it as active time. But who knows?
Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. My name is Cassandra and I'm going to take you through this full body morning yoga flow. This is an all levels practice with a good mix of stretch and strength. It's not going to be too strenuous. This isn't meant to be like a super sweaty, powerful practice, but it's just enough strength because that can be a really great way to energize you in the morning. So just a little bit of heat building to wake you up, and of course some nice stretches so that you can feel really good in your body. Again, all levels, no props are required, and we're going to begin in wide-legged child's pose in Balasana. So your big toes can come together, and you choose how wide you would like your knees to be. The wider they are, the more intensely you will feel this. And you can walk your hands out in front of you, and bring your forehead down to the mat. And settle in here, finding a breath rhythm that you'll be able to maintain. Trying to breathe in and out through your nose. And this is an opportunity to set the tone for the day ahead, to really put yourself first, to focus on you and what you need. And just staying in this child's pose, see if you can crawl your hands further forward, coming up onto the fingertips, really lengthening and stretching out your arms. And we'll come into space pose, so you can just slide onto your belly. Straightening your legs, keep your feet about hip width distance apart or so. Open up through your chest, find a little back bend here. Roll your shoulders back. And right away we'll add a little bit of strength in this practice. So we're going to flow in and out from Sphinx pose to a bit of a forearm plank. You can do this either on or off your knees, so I'll show you. We're going to inhale into Sphinx for a back bend. And as you exhale, you're going to push into the tops of your feet. Turn your gaze inwards and lift up into a little forearm plank. Again, your knees can be down to make this a little bit more accessible. We're going to do it 5 times. So inhale, back bend. Exhale, squeeze and lift on up. 4 more. Inhale. And exhale. I'll demonstrate with the knees down. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, squeeze and lift, push into your palms. 2 more here, inhale. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Come back down and let's just press back, tabletop on hands and knees. Palms underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Cat and cow, inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, crawl tailbone up. And as you exhale, round and contract, reverse this motion. A few more times, just flow with your breath. And really spread the fingertips wide and push into your fingertips and knuckles. So you're taking some of your body weight out of your wrists. At the same time, you can push into the tops of the feet to take some of the weight out of your knees. So really good to work on and focus on if you have sensitive joints. Take one more cycle here. Inhale. And exhale. Now find a flat back, so a neutral spine. Let's go through a little sequence from here. You can tuck your your toes under. So we're going to lift the knees to hover them off the mat. Bring the knees back down and then kick that right heel up towards the sky as you drop the belly and lift the gaze. And we're going to alternate from side to side. So tabletop, squeeze, lift and hover. Bring your knees down and then lift that left leg up. Let's do one more on each side. Tabletop, hover the knees. Bring them back down, kick that right heel up, variation of tiger pose. Last time, tabletop, squeeze to hover, bring it back down, left leg rises, and release. Let's find our first downward facing dog. Walk your hands further past your shoulders, tuck the toes under, and lift your hips up and back. And you can absolutely bend your knees. I like to alternate like what I'm doing now, bending one knee and straightening the opposite leg, and just kind of paddling through this motion so that I'm stretching through my hamstrings and through my calves. Breathing deeply here. And now find a little bit of stillness in your downward dog. Don't worry about whether your heels are touching or not. And we're just going to step our feet to the top of the mat for a ragdoll fold. Taking as many little steps as you need to get there. You can widen your feet towards the edges of the mat. Hold onto the elbows and just let your upper body dangle, maybe as you sway side to side. Release your hands down to the mat, bend your knees even more and push into your heels to roll all the way up inch by inch until you're all the way up to stand. We're going to find warrior two legs. So my right foot is going to stay forward at the top of the mat. I'm going to step my left foot all the way back and my left foot is parallel to the shoulder edge of my mat. My right toes are pointing forward. I'm going to bend deeply into that right knee and squeeze my right knee and thigh open as I expand and reach out through my arms. So really sinking the hips down low. Let's reverse, left hand down, right arm up. Get a big side body stretch here. Coming back to Virabhadrasana 2, your warrior 2. Straighten that front leg and move into triangle pose, Trikonasana. So big hamstring stretch. You're going to reach that right arm all the way forward and down, left arm up to the sky. And if you'd like a deeper side body stretch, you can reach your left arm up overhead. And right fingertips can either be on your shin or down on the mat. Push down into your feet to lift all the way back up, and we're just going to do the exact same thing by pivoting to the second side. So I'm going to turn my right toes in, point your left toes towards the
PJs
back
keep
of the
twisting.
mat, and find warrior 2.
It feels weird.
Left knee is bending. Squeeze that left thigh open. Sink your hips as low as they'll go here. Keep your hands at the same height as your shoulders. And let's reverse, right hand down, left arm up, big side body stretch, nothing changes in the legs. Back to warrior 2, straighten your front leg, triangle pose. So my hips are going back, I'm reaching my left arm forward and down, right arm stretches up to the sky, and maybe you extend so that you have your right bicep along the ear. Maybe the left fingertips come down to the mat, they don't need to. You can fully support yourself by grabbing a hold onto your shin and pushing yourself up. One more big breath here. Push into the feet, let that lift you up. You need to engage your abdominals for this. And now let's turn so that we have both feet parallel to the shorter edges of the mat, hands onto your hips. We'll come into our wide-legged fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and then hinge forward from the hips and fold on down any amount. And choose any arm variation that you'd like here. So whatever feels good to you. And kind of like in our downward dog, you can play with bending.
Hold on, give me 1 second. place.
One knee and straightening the opposite leg. Just seeing how your hips and hamstrings are feeling this morning, what would feel good. You can bend and stretch both knees and legs at the same time. Try to relax your head and your neck so there's no tension. And then find some stillness in this wide-legged fold. You can walk your hands out in front of you so you're lifting your chest, and then just toe heel your feet in towards one another and come to take a seat. We're going to bring our right leg out to the side and your left foot to the inner thigh. So I'm really widening my legs one away from the other, moving into a side bend first. I'm going to reach my left arm up and over, rolling that left shoulder back. So I'm not trying to reach and fold towards my leg. I'm really just trying to open up the side of my body here. And lifting all the way back up through to center. From here, bend into your right knee and just bring that right shin slightly staggered in front of the leg. And we're going to fold straight forward. So looking to stretch into that right hip and right glute. Maybe you're staying up higher here, or you can fold on down if that feels comfortable. Not here for too long. Breathing in and out through the nose. And let's lift up. We'll do the same thing to the second side. So this time your left leg goes out. Bring that right foot to the inside of that thigh. Open the knees out away from one another and find your side body stretch. Right arm extends up overhead. Side bends are a great way to energize ourselves in the morning. Relax your head and your neck here. And coming all the way back up, bend into your left knee. So this time you have your left shin staggered slightly in front of your right one. And we're going to fold on down. Again, you don't need to go all the way. You can stay up nice and tall, really working on lifting and stretching out of your lower back. When we're thinking and working with flexibility, it's important to remember that the benefit of the pose is the same no matter how deep you're going into it. So as long as you feel some kind of sensation, some stretch, never pain, and it's really all good. Just breathe into it. And we lift all the way up. And let's release to lie down on our backs. One last little bit of strength here. We'll come into our bridge pose. Straightening the glutes and for the back of the legs. So feet are hip width distance apart, knees bent. Relax your arms by your sides. You can kind of push into your shoulders and triceps a little. As you push into your heels, squeeze your glutes and lift your seat up, pressing your hips up as high as they'll go. Hug through your inner thighs. And exhale, release, nice and slow. Just let both knees drop down over to the left. You can extend your right arm out to the side, just a little twist. We're not here very long. And twist to the other side, so float your knees and thighs up and then drop them over to the right. You can stretch your left arm out. Coming back through to center, let's find Shavasana. We're not going to be very long in Shavasana. For morning classes, I don't like to leave you lying down on your back with your eyes closed too long because I don't want you to fall back asleep. So let's just take about 10 breaths right here. Take up some space, get comfortable. And really breathe deeply in and out through your nose. Noticing the effects that even a short yoga practice can have on how you feel in your body, on your mental state, on your emotions. And letting go. Three more breaths here. And you can stretch your arms up overhead, lengthen fingertips and toes. Head will turn to one side. Come up to take a seat, sitting any way most comfortable to you. Bring your palms together at the front of your heart, Anjali Mudra.
Usually that last part, laying on the floor, helps my back, like my lower back. I don't know why it helps my lower back, but it does. Like it feels achy, but in a good way. I don't know. It just feels nice. Alright, I got the next video pulled up. We will do that here in a bit. That did make me feel good. That did make me feel good. It made me more sleepy though. It made me more sleepy because, yeah, I haven't worked out the past 2 days either because, you know, my husband was off, and so I just took that upon myself to just be lazy during those times. And so, yeah, this is kind of wearing me out a little bit, but it's alright. We're getting back into it so that way we can continue on doing it. That way I could get more flexible. I have noticed some, you know, things that I've gotten more flexible with. Like I'm able to like lean back more to help stretch my back, especially when I need to like pop it or twist it or something like that. That the flexibility with moving it more definitely helps. Same with my legs. Like if I have to put lotion on and all that, I'm not struggling to get down there to the bottom of my legs now. I can like pull my leg up and not hurt myself. I don't know. It's been pretty helpful. Yeah, this next one kind of has some similar stuff that we just did in the last video, but not too similar. This one focuses more on like the flexibility, like making you more flexible even if you're not very flexible at all. The other one's just yoga and some strength, as she mentioned. I do like both videos. Both videos have helped a lot, and both people that have created these videos have a ton of videos. Like the first person has a few videos with yoga and Pilates together, and hers can go about like as long as an hour to 2 hours, I think is the longest I've seen. So yeah, so we'll have more videos to find and do and stuff like that, so we'll be able to continue doing this for a while, and hopefully we'll get better, and hopefully it won't like wear us out so easily, or maybe it's supposed to wear you out because it's supposed to make you feel relaxed. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work. I'm trying to get in the habit of sitting with my back up, or sitting with my back straighter, because I have noticed that when I'm sitting on the couch sometimes I tend to do this, but I am trying to fix myself, trying to sit up straight better, or sit up straight more and sit better so that way my back won't develop a hump. Plus, I know it's more comfortable to be like this, because sitting like this can make my back hurt, but I'd rather it be hurting because I'm trying to keep my back straight than it be hurting because I didn't sit with my back straight. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll get started with this video here in a bit, and then we'll talk about some movies that we watched during the break. So yeah, I know I went live yesterday and I talked about some movies that we watched, but we watched another one yesterday, and I really want to talk about it. I won't do any spoilers, but I just want to talk about it because I really like these movies. So yeah. All right, let's get started on the next one. I think I need to start this one standing up. I know. Instead of I think, I know I need to start this one standing up.
And today's video is going to be a follow along stretching routine for beginners. You can find any flexibility at all to follow along to this routine. The whole goal is just to go as deep into the stretch as you can, and then the more you do this routine, your flexibility will improve so you can get even deeper into the stretches. So let's go ahead and get started. To start, go into a wide stance with your toes turned outwards, and then we're going to reach up, and then reach down, pushing the hips back. We're
turn this way too.
Reach up again. And this time, reach forward, trying to grab onto your toes if you can. If you can't, then just reach forward onto your knees as long as you feel that stretch. But if you can, reach forward to your toes and try to point them towards the ground to get a good stretch in your feet as well. Again, you can always modify the stretch to
see how, if I can even do this. Yep, still not that close to it. Ow. It be sometimes hard. I feel like I'm gonna fall, like I can't really hold myself up, but yeah, it's good stretching. Alright, there. We did it. It's over. Alright, there are our 2 stretching videos for the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this up for now. Alrighty, I'm glad that is over with. I'm a little tired. Alright, so yesterday we watched the... What was it called again? Dang it, hold on. I need to get the full name of it. 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. So I really like the 28 years, 28 days, or 28 weeks, whatever. I think it starts at 28 weeks or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, I love watching those movies. I've watched the very first one up until now. It was really good. It was weird, I'm not gonna lie, but I really enjoyed it. Yeah. I'm excited to see what this last one has to offer, because it does, at the end of this one, it does give you a little bit of snippet of what the next one, who's going to be in the next one, and finally the main character that started in it at the very beginning is finally in this one. So I don't know how much of him he's going to be in it, but he did show up in this last one. I know, spoilers, I'm sorry. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you're okay. If you have maybe any idea of who I'm talking about, but you're not quite sure, then you gotta watch it. But yeah, I was so happy to see that I was able to see that yesterday. sorry, I forget people like to wake up early like I do, and they send me messages because they know I'm up early. I wrote back so I don't feel bad. I don't feel like I'm ignoring anybody. Oh. Okay. There we go. That way I don't feel like I'm a bad friend ignoring people's messages, because I'll see them and sometimes I'll just be like, oh, I'll reply to them later, and then later turns into tomorrow. So yeah. I can go a while without replying back to somebody. It's not because I don't want to, it's just like in the moment I don't feel like answering, and then by the time I remember I need to answer, it's kind of too late. I'm trying not to do that, but yeah. It's sometimes hard. It's sometimes hard. I've seen that some people are getting ready to start giving up the things that they are going to give up today, because I believe today is Ash Wednesday. I used to do that when I was younger. I don't do that anymore. Just personal preference, but if you're going to go out and do that, that's awesome. I hated when they would put the ash on my forehead and the sign of the cross, because it took the ash forever to be cleaned off. And most of the time when my parents gave up something, they never really gave it up the full amount of time. They went back to drinking or smoking really quickly, so... But yeah. Today is Ash Wednesday, and soon what the fish sandwiches and stuff like that are going to be coming out, so that way people can have their fish. Because I can't remember, because like I said, it's been a long time since I've done this, but if I remember correctly, you're not supposed to eat like a meat on Fridays or something like that. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so you don't eat meat today or Good Friday and all Fridays during Lent. So for sure you don't eat meat on Ash Wednesday, Good Friday, which is already given because it's a Friday, and all Fridays during Lent. So yeah, that's why the fish sandwiches are coming out, because during Lent, people are not allowed to eat, or not supposed to eat meat on Fridays during Lent. I couldn't do that. I tried, but I couldn't do it. I needed my meat. I love beef jerky, I love hamburgers, I love steaks, I love all of that. So taking that away from me was not a good idea. And then, like I mentioned, my parents did do it, but the thing is, they didn't really ever follow the rules like it was supposed to be. Like, for instance, that they were supposed to give up meat, except for on Fridays, which my mom loves fish and stuff like that, so she didn't mind it. Like, she actually enjoys that time because she gets to get her seafood and stuff like that on Fridays. But other than that, yeah, no, she never really followed the rules. My dad kind of did, but he was mainly doing it for his family. My grandparents and all of that, they were very strict about it. Very, very strict about it. I know some people who use this opportunity to get off social media, that's good for them. That's really awesome. But since my job is pretty much social media, I can't quite do that. So yeah. Oh goodness. yeah, here in a bit I'll probably drink some water, drink some electrolytes, something to get some more water in me. And then I'll take a very, very hot shower. Very, very hot shower after. I need to drink a lot of water before then though, because I don't want to make myself dizzy or dehydrated or too hot or whatever. So I'll do that, but before then I'll probably take my dogs out, give them their meds, try to get them all situated before I leave the house. And then I hope I'm only out of the house for like a good 45 minutes, maybe max an hour, but who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I'll come back home, finish out the rest of the chores that I have, feed my dogs. I'll probably try to do my nails today. And then, yeah, just hang out with the dogs for the rest of the day. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Are you okay? Come here. Come here. What's the matter? He tried to smack your butt, girl. I know I couldn't see it, but my cat, one of my cats who doesn't mind her very much, he likes to mess with